Oh my gosh, he's here already. All right, here we go, showtime. Now we get to surprise Jim together, see what he reacts. Hey Jim, all I gotta say is that's one good looking car.
Hi, Rick.
Hey,
Here, I'll
baby.
hold it for you.
Hey, fantastic. Hey, we're at the Corvette Museum, baby. How you doing, buddy? Inside the museum, they're doing their tour. Here's the entombed Corvette. I love that it's all original. The paint's falling off of it. That shows the test of time of Corvette. Look at this, guys. Spoiler for those of you that would come to the museum and have the experience that Jim is going through right now. But John, his tour guide, is doing an incredible job. I love his tidbits. I love the manner in which he's presenting this information. It really makes it enjoyable. Gets you more excited and more pumped up for Corvette. All right, this will be a take two, but this is really, I told you John was doing a great job. He said that people were concerned, and how do you describe ceramic gray? Go ahead. Say what that little old lady said.
I had a very nice little old lady that looked up at two gentlemen and were asking how do you describe ceramic matrix gray, and she just looked right straight up at them and said, young men, if you drop your navy blue sweater in the laundry with your whites, that's what color your whites are going to come out.
There's those wheels.
This is the very first Corvette CA 68 Corvette engine. They had to start somewhere, Jim.
My exhaust looked better than those.
Yeah, that galvanized piece of plumbing pipe leaves a little to be desired here, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's good.
The 74 over here, this is Zora Duntov's only Corvette. So Zora only owned one Corvette in his life. That was it. He wanted a 454 big block, and he also wanted a Corvette that did not have a catalytic converter. So he ended up with this one, put his own paint job on it. He has ZAD on his initials on the door. And his lovely and talented wife, Elfie, painted that picture right there. That is Zora standing next to his only Corvette in front of their home. So his wife, Zora, Elfie, could not only sing and dance, but she had a lot of other talent too.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Zora's driving an automatic, or is Zora's driving a manual transmission? What do you think this car is?
I bet it's a manual.
That would be the obvious answer, so I
That would
bet
be-
it's automatic.
There you go. It's an automatic.
Oh, wow.
And when Zora was asked, we can't believe you got an automatic
Yeah.
Corvette, what do you think his answer was? He said, it's my daily driver. If I'm driving it every day, I don't want to shift gears.
Right? That still applies.
So we've had a number of visitors to the museum who replied, oh yeah, I bet that car doesn't even have 12,000 miles on it. He just used that as an excuse. Does anybody want to take a wild guess at how many miles are on that car? And if you said over 100,000, you would be correct.
Wow.
And Zora did put all those miles on that car.
He drove it.
When the gentleman purchased it from Zora, they were friends. His name was Les Pierre. When he purchased it, he wanted to donate it. When Zora passed away, he wanted to donate it to the museum. And we asked him, well, how many miles have you put on it? And what have you done to change the car? And he said, that's Zora Duntov's car. Nobody drives that car. Nobody changes nothing. We said, that's the answer we were looking for. We'd like to have the car.
Hi everybody, I hope you're enjoying part 2 of our Coffee with Conti. Part 1 link is down below in the description as we share Jim's experience picking up his 2020 mid-engine Corvette at the National Corvette Museum, including some other stories of interest. Later in today's show, we'll go across the street to the Bowling Green Assembly Plant and I'll tell you about the time that well, I was being nosy and I essentially got what I deserved. And we're still going to talk about that last remaining 1983 Corvette that's not supposed to be here, but it is because of a set of cowboy boots.
What do you think of all this?
Terrific. You know, that's an old prototype. But
Yes, of the
that
Stingray.
is still gorgeous, you know?
Remember, that was the car they thought was going to be the C7 Corvette.
Ah,
That's the old side swipe. That was in the movies, but they thought that was going to be the C7.
that is so cool.
Look at this. This is C7, but look at the ground effects kit, how it comes down here and then comes up like that. That's the C8 design. Isn't that something?
That is cool.
Again, hiding in plain sight right before our very eyes. Testing out designs for future models. You just never know what you're looking at. Well, the practice run before my buddy Jim leaves, as you leave the National Corvette Museum, it's that instant moment where you just feel so proud, and you should. Here we go. If you don't get emotional seeing these cars pull out of here, you're in the wrong building. I don't even know those people. Not my customer. I'm just excited for the moment and what this means for you guys as a Corvette enthusiast. And Jim's moment is coming up here shortly. Hey, I told you guys we had another guest coming. Here's Jerry and his wife. Hey, sweetie, how you doing? Love the masks. Look at those masks.
Yeah, I like yours.
You guys may recognize that. We featured those on the ride segment. Good to see Jerry. They're from Ohio. You guys came down here just to see this in person.
That one and that one and that one.
And this one. He's come to see it. He's come to see them all.
Your favorite color, your favorite blue.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah, nice seeing you.
Good to see you, sweetheart. Absolutely.
So now he knows you're here, huh?
Oh, he saw me as soon as I came in.
Oh,
yeah, it was great. Yeah, he had no idea.
Yeah.
I mean, he had the mask on, but his eyes just went, bah.
Yeah, good. That's
Pretty good idea.
Surprise.
You can imagine his mouth was like, bah. Okay, real quick. All right, here, Jerry, beat it for a second. Jerry's wife just told me, she goes, what'd you say?
I said, I didn't believe him when he told me he was going to get another Corvette for me. I didn't believe him for months and months and months.
Yeah.
I didn't believe him until this week.
Really? I believe him. Jerry's a pretty credible guy.
Well, maybe.
But there's a motivating factor for that, isn't it? What?
Yes, he wanted another Corvette.
So you get one and then he can get another one. And we're on to you.
Huh?
We're on to you.
What?
I love it. One thing you got to remember, I'm always flexible with your money. Thanks, you guys. I love you. Hey, good to see you.
See you, Rick.
Thanks, honey. All right,
Good
see you
trip
guys
back.
later. All right, let me go on record as saying this. If you're doing a National Corvette Museum delivery, I've seen a lot of the tour guides. They do a great job. This John guy, request John, to date, he's done the best job I've seen yet.
Manually close them, and then you can have them stay in when you do that. So these are your mirrors. That's your driver and passenger, and I'll let you go ahead and set those.
All right, guys, I want to tell you one story about this last surviving 1983 Corvette.
All right, let me jump back in here. It was toward the end of the day. My voice was almost totally gone. I'm wearing a mask. We're inside the Spire. You can't really hardly hear me, but this is something I really want to share with you, although I'm not going to tell it as well as John, the tour guide, did. So the last remaining 1983 Corvette that is not supposed to be here, Ralph was in charge of destroying all documents and all the cars with a crusher that GM had sent to him. Here's Ralph. So that's the guy in charge of destroying all documents and all the cars. There were not going to be 1983 Corvettes for sale to the retail public. So he's in the process of crushing all these cars, and then all of a sudden they're down to the very last one, and it starts pouring something fierce. Well, the night before, Ralph had bought himself a brand new pair of cowboy boots. He said it rained. He's like, I'm not going out in that. He goes, we'll finish that last one up tomorrow. Goes home, comes back into work the next day, and starts looking around. Asks the guys, he says, hey, where's the crusher? They're like, what are you talking about? He goes, GM's already come pick that up. It's gone. He's thinking, oh no, that's his job. He doesn't want to get fired. He's supposed to destroy everything. He's got one more car to crush. So he hides the car behind the assembly plant, puts a cover over top of it, puts some brush over top of it, and there it sat for 2.5 years. Plant manager seen the car, has been walking around. Finally he asked, hey, whose car is that back there? Guys in the plant said, I don't know. So they pull the cover off, look down at the VIN. He calls GM, I have a 1983 Corvette down here. They said, no, you don't. He goes, no, I have one. It's VIN. They're like, what? All those cars were crushed, documents. There's none left. No. So they finally got a hold of Ralph, got the backstory. I think at some point they even asked for the boots. Here's a picture of him wearing them with his family. How about that? That is how the only remaining 1983 Corvette was saved. With those skies opening up, do you think somebody was looking out for that car? That car is currently on display for you to enjoy at the National Corvette Museum. Hey, thanks again for watching today, everybody. Now, you know when you leave here, if I ship a car or if you're at the National Corvette Museum, we give you a send-off pad. And thanks to so many of you that sent in screenshots and video from the National Corvette Museum webcams, we have it for you now with 2 different angles.
All right, here we go. This is the part that you guys got to clap. Remember, all right? Clap, clap, clap. I want to hear you. I want to feel it. Here we go. National Corvette Museum send-off. From my buddy Jim in Ohio. A little send-off pad. Yeah, buddy. And you betcha. High wing. We're going to rub that wing, baby. All right, so we still have a pretty cloudy day, a little bit of sun trying to peep through. I guess this Accelerate Yellow does have a little bit of a green twinge to it, kind of like that die-cast model we were talking about. But you know what though? Looks very exotic, and that's exactly what you want on this mid-engine Corvette. All right, now Jim's driving it for the very first time. Look at this. John, nice job. Very enjoyable day.
Hey,
Yeah,
Rick,
you
I'm
did
glad
good.
you came down. Thank you. Appreciate you being here.
My pleasure.
You guys come back and visit us anytime. I hope you've had fun.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations to you, Jim, on a beautiful car.
Well, what do you think of your new car so far? What do you think?
It's all right.
It's all right.
Oh my God.
It changed color from being in the
Yeah.
museum to out here.
It really has.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just cool as hell.
And you don't even have a full sunny day yet, and I think once you get that, it'll really make this
Yeah.
thing pop.
Oh man.
Good. Well, I'll see you when you get back home. A couple of days, come by and get some feedback on how it drives and how you feel. Happy
Okay.
to answer some questions, go back through some of these buttons and stuff like that again, so you're really comfortable with everything.
Yeah.
Because that makes it even more fun to drive when you know how to use all that crap.
Well, I've adjusted the seats and the mirror and the steering wheel. I've done it 3 times, and all 3 times I forget to hit. so it's got to be done again.
That's
but-
all right. That's what I'm here for. Let me know. I'm happy to help. Thanks for the continued business. I really appreciate it.
Oh, thanks for coming. That was awesome.
No, it's good to be here.
I can't believe that.
Yeah, it's good to be here. I love it, man. This is family, man. This is not just business. This is family. I really enjoy this.
Yeah.
You guys have been great. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I'm not going to get out of here without telling you guys this story. When I would come, I come here every year, sometimes multiple times a year. Can't really see. I got to be careful. Make sure the guard's not watching me because they run me off when they see me with a camera. But this area here, this is the expansion of the Corvette assembly plant. This was never here before. That was just a big giant field with a fence. And you can see where the road is here, and then you would go all the way up there. So what I would do is I would sneak and I would snoop and I would walk through the grass, hide up into the fence to see what's going on, to see if I could see anything. You never could see anything anyways. So one year, I parked there, and I'm walking, and I started running all the way to the fence. Now, mind you, the weeds were 3.5, 4 feet tall. I'm going through the weeds, I'm trying to get there, and next thing you know, dude, I am down for the count. I fell in this hole. It must have been 2 feet or more, and I almost broke my leg. I'm like, oh my God, what is that? And my wife's watching, she's like, where'd he go? I'm down in the weeds, and then what do? I get up, and I brush myself off, and I continue on to the fence to peer inside to see nothing. That's how obsessed we are with knowing what's going on with Corvette. And it's just, you get that even more nutty when you're here at the assembly plant. Oh, okay, I gotta tell you this cute story. So I'm standing in front of this display that's in front of the office of the Bowling Green assembly plant, and a lady sees me out front. I'm trying to do I'm by myself, so I'm trying to do a selfie picture, and I'm trying to get the red, white, and blue cars in there. She pulls around with her cute little Kentucky accent. She says, "You want me to take your picture?" I said, "Yeah." So her name is Mallory. Mallory, thank you so much. I'm just acting like a stupid tourist. And here's the pictures that she took for me. You know what's really weird is there's no VIN number on this car, right? The VIN number's supposed to be here. So what are these things? Are these like real cars or what? Yeah, no VIN numbers. Fake Corvettes, I say. Like pretty darn good. Yeah, that's okay.